And you certainly can't drop that album right before the show that I'm known for is about to come out for its final season, which is...
Honey. What a catty thing to do. And I love her for it. Like she went, what's the timeline for him? Well, he's going to be on the press tour. I'm going to drop my album right then.
4 messages to Madeline. Who the fuck is she?
Hello, it's Wilko Courts. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, and also apologies. One of our most recent podcasts, Courts was talking about her bad sleep, and it seemed to upset some people. I think one of the quotes was, "Why did you post this?" I think another one was, "I come here to have a laugh, and this is not." I think that second person was having a joke, but I'm also not entirely sure because you can't get tone from a text message.
No,
so
you can't get tone.
I'm not sure. So I just, on behalf of Courts, who I know could apologise, but she's a very proud lady. She's not gonna. I'll do it on her behalf. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. I've been waiting for us to get into this, and I know we probably should have done it sooner, but I'm actually really glad that we waited because now all of it's out, and now we get to gobble it all up.
Yeah, it gets juicier and juicier by the day. We are, of course, having to talk about Lily Allen right now. Lily's mad. Like, to say Lily is mad is like the understatement of the year. It is. She has released this album, if you did not hear, which you must be living under a rock if you have not heard about the album West End Girl from Lily Allen. Lily has actually only ever released 4 albums before this, so this is her 5th, even though she's been around for years and years and years. Now, Lily was my Lana Del Rey before Lana Del Rey. Like, I loved her. I had tickets to see her 3 times in one calendar year once.
Whoa.
Like, I was Lily stan. I actually remember the feeling I had during, it would have been the second time I saw her in that year. Mm-hmm. It was at Hordern Pavilion in Sydney, and it might have even been with Bobby. We weren't married yet, but he loved her too. And the stage like lit up, and the lights were going to the music, and she opened, and I just like the feeling, like it was overwhelming. I loved her so much. So for her to release another batshit crazy album, I'm all about it. Like, could not be more excited.
She has released music before, as a lot of artists do, about her personal life and generally about men who maybe underperform, who don't stack up. This one's a little bit different because this is obviously about her. Are they officially divorced yet? This is her ex-partner, but are they divorced?
They separated in Feb 2025. I don't know if they're officially divorced yet.
Okay, probably not. If it's Feb 2025, then it's, which is so weird for her to drop it so quickly because you know, she probably had started writing these like well before the separation. But no, what I mean, like I'm sure she had the gear, and I know what you're saying. She had it ready to go. I get it. I see you. I appreciate you. What I'm saying is, like, isn't that bad legally for her to sort of go and do all this stuff before?
She doesn't care.
Right.
She is not in any way trying to protect like this person. She is not, I don't think she cares if she gets anything in the divorce. Like that is how this album sounds. This album is her going like, I need to release some anger. And guess how I do that? It's by writing incredibly honest lyrics. And she's always done this. Like if David Harbour, her ex-partner, who, by the way, if you don't know, is from Stranger Things. He plays Hopper. Mm-hmm. He is the guy who takes in 11, who is played by Millie Bobby Brown. And it was like the show that like catapulted him. He would have been in stuff before because just based purely on his age, but like this was the thing that made him like really popular, and he was the character that everyone fell in love with in Stranger Things. So people are feeling a lot of things about David Harbour and how he has clearly cheated on and treated Lily Allen. But if he had listened to any of her music before they got married, you wouldn't have done these things in the relationship. Like, did he not listen to the back catalogue? Has he not heard Not Fair? That song is literally about how the guy doesn't make her come during sex. Like, that's it. That's the whole song. And that had radio play like you wouldn't bloody believe. Like, we just spun that on the radio.
Yeah. There was a lot of like boing sound effects, like a whip.
Yep.
Wasn't there like a whip sound effect and like a boing, because it had like a country theme to it?
Yep, there was that one that had the country theme, and then she released a song called Fuck You. That was that.
Very, very much.
It was called Fuck You, and on the radio, every fuck was an animal sound effect.
Oh, God, good times. Yeah, I think when it comes to Lily, if you're David Harbour, you've got to be going into this like you would anybody going into a Taylor Swift relationship. It is a high risk that the relationship's not going to work out because there's a lot of pressure on celebrity relationships to begin with. These people, because Lily's dad was like famous, right? So she's grown up with some sort of privilege and in some sort of weird dynamic with dad being famous, brothers also famous, and obviously being famous herself. But then to know that she writes, and it's not subtle. Like the lyrics aren't subtle.
No, none of it's subtle. None of her lyrics are subtle. Speaking about her famous brother who's on Game of Thrones, Alfie Allen, she has a whole song on one of her albums. I'm struggling to remember which one. It might be All Right Still, called Alfie. And it's all about how he just sits in his room smoking weed all day, jerking off, basically. Like saying, like calling out her brother for being a dead shit. Like she did that to her own brother. As if she is not going to call you out. But I think that because David Harbour's American and she's British, there may have been a disconnect there because I don't know how big Lily was in America. Like maybe she didn't make it to him. Maybe he genuinely really wasn't that sure about her music. And the last album that she did wasn't so like scathy. I didn't really get into it. I think it was more of like a dance album that was less about the lyrics. Whereas the albums before that, like Sheezus, which had that great song Hard Out Here on it, after she'd had babies and people were like, Lily Allen's fat now. And she's like, fuck you. I just had a baby. It's hard out here for a bitch. Amazing song. Amazing lyrics. But yeah, so for a bit of Lily Allen background, she's no stranger to a bit of controversy. She's been an addict for a long time, but she recently, she got off the gear, she got off the booze, she got really into her fitness and health and stuff, and maybe even went a little bit the other way where people were then a bit concerned that she's maybe underweight and not taking care of herself.
Speaking of that, one of the songs on the album talks about her like, would she relapse?
Mate, she just goes, I want to drink, I want a Valium. Like, this is what I mean. The subtlety ain't there. There's no reading between the lines with Lily.
With the album, so, okay, let's talk about their timeline because there's a lot of stuff. So they obviously, they meet, they get together. Now, the questions I have, and I've not done hard research. What I did for this, and I knew that you were a stan of Lily, so I was like, what I'm going to do is just the things, I'm going to listen to the album, and then I'm just going to live with the things that I know just from the zeitgeist in my brain. So first question, did they have children together?
They didn't have kids together. However, Lily has two girls from her last marriage to, I think his name was Sam Cooper.
Right.
And she had them, they're like teens now, or at least pre-teens. And so when you hear her talking about like daddy's home, I think it's just that he really took that role on, because if you followed David Harbour at the beginning of their relationship, he used to post a lot about the little girls. Like he would take them out. He was posting about how wonderful they are, about how amazing it is to be like stepdad. So I think he was really in that role, but he did not like put them in her.
Okay,
basically.
all right. So
they do have a different birth dad.
Okay, well that's one saving grace for this whole thing. Now there's many, and the lyrics we're going to get to, and all the particular songs, because I've got heaps of questions. But Sorry, Pussy Palace just started playing in my head. We'll get to that in a second.
It's so good. Pussy Palace is so good. So good. I was just listening to it on my drive home from work. Like, she didn't know it was a Pussy Palace.
No, she thought it was a dojo.
She thought it was a dojo. But there were butt plugs. There was bags of butt plugs. She didn't know. She didn't know.
David Harbour and her are together. Now, there's obviously an agreement between them that they have a sort of open relationship, but it's only with hired professionals. As far as I can tell from the album, what's true there?
Okay, so, well, to be fair, what's true and what isn't true, we're not really going to know unless David Harbour comes and speaks out. Right. And because you can read through the lyrics yourself and kind of go, okay, so it sounds like because there's this one lyric, I wrote it down because it's so poignant, I tell you.
And you're a lyrics girly. You love lyrics so much for people who don't know.
I love lyrics. I have them tattooed on my arm. Not these ones. That would be disastrous. I believe it was on the song Ruminating.
Right.
And she says that he essentially says, if it has to happen, do you want to know? So what it sounds like is he maybe stepped out and she was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then he was maybe like, if it has to happen, do you want to know? And then she goes, okay, well, let's open it up because it's going to happen anyway.
Right.
But let's put some caveats on that. So it can be open as long as it's a deal, as long as there's not like feelings, you don't know this person, you're not going on dates with them. Now, all of that to say, apparently David Harbour breaks silence on regrets after ex Lily Allen's cheating claims.
Yeah.
And he basically has said that he has regrets.
Sure.
And he did this during a recent interview with Esquire Spain. And
good outlet to get your story out.
Seems like an odd place to hash it out. He apparently said that's such a hard question, the question of regret or something. I would change either everything or nothing. You either accept your path completely and realize that even the pain and the slip-ups and the mistakes are all part of the journey and that there's truth and growth, wisdom and deeper empathy and connection in all of that. It's kind of like a house of cards. The minute you try to change one thing, you kind of have to change it all. So it doesn't sound like he is necessarily taking any blame or anything.
No, he's
kind
just
of
like,
sounds like he would do it all the
I
same,
made a
but maybe he
whoopsie.
would like, and maybe he would like get something written in the prenup to say you're not allowed to write an album. Like that would be his caveat. Like, I'm not going to change anything, but maybe I would go back and like get a prenup that said Lily can't write an album.
And you certainly can't drop that album right before the show that I'm known for is about to come out for its final season, which is, before we can get into the album, let's talk about the timing of the drop.
What a catty thing to do. And I love her for it. Like, she went, what's the timeline for him? Well, he's going to be on the press tour. I'm going to drop my album right then, and I'm not going to even censor a single lyric. What? Slay, my queen, my love, I love you, get him.
It's just like I said to my partner, I said, she must really go, I'm going to get him. Like it was, there's no like, oh no, I want it to be amicable. I don't want to come across petty. Like she just doesn't care, seemingly, about how any of it comes across. She's just ready to burn it all down.
Yeah, and I think like as well, and I've heard this, apparently women, when they get close to or into their 40s, they lose a lot of the care factor of like, who am I going to piss off? And she is nearing that, or maybe has crossed that path now into the 40s. And I've heard that for a lot of women who have been quiet about things that have happened in relationships, they just kind of go, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say it. What have I got to lose? Like the marriage is already gone. Who cares?
It's actually excellent, and I can't wait until you get in your 40s for that very reason. The lyrics specifically, we have to talk about one of the most poignant ones, and it's not Pussy Palace. It's Who the Fuck is Madeline?
Who the fuck is Madeline?
I've only heard this from my partner who has watched way too many TikToks and is far too invested in this storyline. In fact, he was the one who sent it to me saying, send this to the girls, meaning our friendship group. And he said, like, they need to hear this album. Like, it's very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
And and then obviously every time there's a meme that comes through, I have to forward it on to you. He could just send it himself.
Mm-hmm.
But
the memes are so good.
They're so good.
They're all so good. Well done, people on the internet. You're killing it. Yeah, you're absolutely killing it.
Instant comparison to Jamae from Summer Heights High with the whole "Who the fuck is Madeline?" is so good. And then for Lily to then lip sync to it, it's just phenomenal content for everybody to enjoy. Like, Christmas came early this year. Everyone needs to soak it all up. So Madeline, apparently, as far as I know from my partner, this is again how my brain works. I remember bits and pieces that I find interesting. So apparently Madeline is not her name, but it has been sourced that she was a makeup artist on, was it Stranger Things? And they had an affair.
Yeah. Yeah, I've struggled to like really figure this one out. Apparently, the person did come out and say like, I don't want to, like, it is me, but I don't want anything to do with this. Like, there's families involved, la 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 la. And so by the sounds
Natalie?
of it, maybe maybe Natalie.
Sounds close to Madeline. No, it's not Madeline. It's definitely not Madeline.
Natalie, Madeline, maybe. Got to put the accent on.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, the quote that I saw was alluding to the fact that this Natalie person kind of like took it on as like, it is me, but you need to understand, like, I didn't know that I was getting into like such a shit show. Yeah,
well, God, I know that she's got kids, and I saw bits and pieces, and she was saying that she just, again, wants to protect her family, and because she's got school-age kids, and that's not cool. And I totally get it. But I also just want to know, did she go to the Pussy Palace? Because I know that on Architectural Digest, so many people are now going and watching the video of David Harbour doing a tour of the Pussy Palace.
Yeah. And he's like saying, he's doing all these weird jokes, and then you like watch it again and you're watching Lily in the background. You're like, oh, was she like super uncomfortable? Because it's like a bit awkward when you watch it with perspective. But like, yeah, Natalie, tell us about the Pussy Palace, truly. But there's another lyric in one of the songs about, did you get her pregnant? Did you take her to the clinic kind of thing? And so I think some people were then like, oh, is Natalie's kid that she's talking about David Harbour's kid? Like, did he impregnate her? So that's a whole thing as well.
If that's true, that's wild. Now,
that's completely like just comments on the internet. So I have no idea, you know.
I love the idea that because you put it in a song, it's less about the scandalous nature of it, and we're calling it art. It is art. The songs are great. Pussy Palace is a banger. We've talked about it before. And I will, without fail, laugh every time that she says, "Who the fuck is Madeline?" Like, I will laugh every single time. I would laugh every time.
Yeah, it's great.
And there's a bunch of other songs, and there's a couple of songs that are like quintessentially Lily Allen. Like, the sound is so just like Lily Allen coded. So we know that they obviously had this relationship. It was not going well because, you know, she rocks up to the Pussy Palace. She can smell the pussy that has previously been at the palace. She thought he was going to a dojo. The butt plugs.
Yeah.
Which just remind me for another episode, and this is just a long hook. In the next couple of episodes, we need to talk about something that I secretly recorded my partner talking about, and it has to do with butt plugs. So that's a long hook for people to come back. subscribe. I'm just telling you, I've
What
got
a gay
audio.
couple talking about butt plugs. Bizarre.
Yeah, and we don't have any butt plugs. This is not me protesting them.
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
what they all
have
say.
any.
That's
We
what David Harbour said as well.
We don't have any. So with this relationship, it sounds like he has had many infidelities. He has not followed the whatever maybe their rules might have been. They've just got to be like call girls, ladies of the night, sex workers.
Yeah.
But then it's all come crashing down, and she's decided to go full nuclear with it. I'm confused at some of the lyrics. Like, he sounds like he was pushing her to spend her money on things. That's how I hear it for certain things. Like, she felt uncomfortable
like
about how much they were
West End girl.
spending. Yes. Yeah. How much they were spending. And I was like, because she would be well off. I'm not saying she's super rich or whatever, but she would be well off, but not like loaded.
She would be well off enough, but like by the sounds of it, he got her to like agree to live in New York.
Yep.
And
away from everything. Yep.
Like everyone knows that's one of the most expensive places you can live in the world.
Yeah.
Let alone the country of America. And then, sorry, my dog sneezed. Sorry,
it's fine. It's allergy season. It's fine, Channy.
It is. Poor Channy. 12 today. Happy birthday,
Oh, happy birthday, Channy!
Yeah, so it does sound like maybe he pushed her into going and living in America. See, the thing about her being rich, she kind of alludes to it in the song Dallas Major, another absolute cracker of a song, where she talks about how she's on the apps and she basically says, I'm in an open relationship. It's been open since my husband stepped out to begin with. Like, but I'm nearly 40 and I've got teenagers. Like, does that sound like fun to you? She was like, alludes to the fact she's calling herself Dallas Major. But one of the lines in that is, I used to be famous. That was a long time ago. And that to me alludes to the fact that she's quite self-aware that when the fame dropped off, maybe the money did too. And so, because she really didn't do a lot for a while there.
Yeah.
She ended up on stage in theatre, which by the sounds of it, David Harbour was wildly like jealous of because she'd never acted, and then she got this huge Broadway role, and then she actually got accolades for that. Like people loved her in it.
God.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's like allusions to the fact that she didn't have New York money, which not many people do, but he was getting her to pay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this relationship is, as soon as the rumors came out that they weren't, like that maybe were off, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And like you'd said, she hadn't been as in the media or like pushing out her content as she had been years prior. So I was like, I wonder what's going to happen here. And I'm so glad that she went this way. Now that it's all coming down, obviously the media, once they get a little bit of blood in the water, and this wasn't just a little bit of blood. This is a lot of blood, and people are just absolutely
his vein was drained.
Yeah. So now they're going for the jugular, and now something else has been dug up about David Harbour in regards to one of his co-stars.
Yeah, not just co-star, but ex-girlfriend as well. So
Really?
Apparently his ex-girlfriend is in support of Lily Allen after the release of the album.
Right.
Which she alludes to, because in Pussy Palace, she talks about how there's a box of letters from exes who wishes he would do better.
Right, okay.
So I guess like it's been alluded to that he's obviously done this with exes before.
Yeah.
And so it's come out that apparently David's ex-girlfriend is in support of the singer, which kind of alludes to the fact that she's like in on it. Like, yeah, David Harbour's not a great guy. And then Millie Bobby Brown. Now, Millie Bobby Brown famously had a tough freaking time in the media. So she got famous when she was only 12, 13, 14 on Stranger Things. Young. She was really young. And that gross thing happened where people on the internet did disgusting countdown timers to Millie Bobby Brown being 18. Now she's just gorgeous. She just is she's married to bloody John Bon Jovi's son now.
Yeah,
they have a
Jake
little
Bon
baby
Jovi.
together. Yeah, Jake Bon Jovi. They've adopted a little baby together. So she's off doing the adult thing, but apparently during her time on set with David Harbour, she accused him of bullying and harassing her on set of the Netflix show Stranger Things. There was a lengthy complaint about him before the series actually started filming the 5th and final season. So that's the one that – is that out now or is it coming out?
It's coming out end of November,
Mate, it's been that long. I'm over it. I watched all the other seasons. 9 years
for 5 seasons,
Yeah, I've forgotten about it. I'm over it. And now, I can't even stand the thought of watching him. Anyway, so apparently the complaint was filed before that started filming. Millie Bobby Brown filed a harassment and bullying claim before they started shooting the last season. There were pages and pages and pages of accusations. The investigation went on for months. Now, if you didn't know, David Harbour is 50 and Millie Bobby Brown is only 21. Yes, I know that they're both legal. That doesn't stop it being harassment. Apparently, Millie filmed the series finale accompanied by a personal representative on set.
Oh, shit.
Harbour was allegedly not accused of any sexual impropriety in the complaint. So I guess it was more verbal harassment, maybe even physical intimidation. I'm not, we can't be sure.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? And clearly they did a lot to squash it down because it's only just coming out. I read something that I read something somewhere. It's not in this article that I've got open, but I read that apparently Lily supported Millie during this.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, all these things they're from sources.
Yeah,
so until Millie also goes, he invited me to the Pussy Palace, you just don't fully know.
And we probably won't know until she does some sort of autobiography when she's in her 50s.
Well, or the contract's done, the Stranger Things contract where she's contracted to still be out there supporting, promoting Stranger Things. Until she's done with that, it's zippity zip. You can't say anything. You could risk your money.
Yeah, exactly. So David Harbour now, what an interesting time for him. And because this has come out, obviously Lily's album has come out, and prior to that, obviously there was a lot of other sources with details about their breakup before we got it from one of the horses' mouths in song form. What does that mean for him now? Because I only know him from Stranger Things. I don't really know him from other shows. It seems like he's really sort of hung his hat on this particular show, and I don't know what's going to happen with his career after all of this happens. Is anyone going to want to touch him? I saw that people are doing movies again with Shia LaBeouf, and you go, okay, well, because I'm a bit done with the whole cancel someone forever. And let me preface that by saying, dependent on what it is. If someone does something truly heinous, then absolutely. But cheating is cheating, and that was between two people, and that, as gross as that is, we don't know his side of the story. She's got her feeling, I don't think you cancel someone for that. But does he come back from this, and does he get more shows like Stranger Things, or is it kind of done for him?
I think he does because he's a straight white man. I know. I'm so cynical. But I just look at Charlie Sheen. Like he had a little rest for a while and then they went Netflix doco.
But is he like, see, Charlie Sheen went so far. So there's so much interest in how far he went. I don't know if David Harbour's going to do a documentary. Like Charlie's, even though I know he's doing a couple little acting things again, from what I found out in the documentary, I don't think Charlie's going to resurrect his reputation to the point of getting the amount of money that he was getting for sitcoms back in the day. That money doesn't really exist anymore anyway. But I just don't know if this David Harbour is going to get the jobs that are at this sort of Stranger Things level. And really, I just don't know any other things that he's done during this time. So I'm kind of like, how much money did you actually make from this? It just feels to me that
he must have made a lot of money from it.
Really?
It feels like if we go at least just buy their dang house on that show.
But
but I'm looking at his. Oh my God, he was in Brokeback Mountain.
Was he?
Randall Malone. Who's that on Brokeback Mountain? I'd need to see a picture.
Okay, well, he's only worth $6 million according to Celebrity Net Worth, which is take that for a grain of salt. But $6 million.
That is a very reputable site.
It's so reputable. But also $6 million, it's just not enough. It's not to be rich.
No,
not New York rich.
No. And I don't know. No, maybe he doesn't come back from it, but I don't think that he gets no work. I think there's still enough seedy directors in Hollywood, right? Who would be like, oh, he was just being a boy. Yeah. The boys are just going to be boys. Come on. You know what boys are like. Just let them be boys.
It's your favourite thing when big managers tell you that boys will be boys?
Mate, I love it. I love it when I'm sitting in with a manager and I have to make a complaint about a boy and they say, boys will be boys. I mean, that puts me right back in my place. You're absolutely right. Let him get away with it. Pussy palace.
Because you're getting mansplained to by a boy about how boys will be boys.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. I love it. Beat it to me on a silver platter.
All right, well, I want us to keep eating off that silver platter with all this Lily Allen, David Harbour stuff because to me it's so juicy and if we have to keep doing it, then we just will.
Mate, you've forgotten the most important thing
what
before we wrap
forget
up.
Before I wrap up? What do you mean?
Lily Allen dressed up as Madeline for Halloween.
Yes,
honey.
Oh, that's
Way to be
Madeline.
in on the joke. You are just killing right now. You are. The album is just perfect. Perfect. No notes. I have no notes. Not a single one. The fact that you're lip syncing to your own goddamn lyrics on TikTok, insane behavior. Love it. And then you go and dress like Madeline. Who the fuck is Madeline? And we're all asking, and you're delivering at Halloween. Thank you so much.